Boom! It's a motherfucking celebration, bitches! Pac-Man's 35th anniversary. 35 motherfucking years in gaming history. I mean, this motherfucker literally has not only stood the test of time, but is one of the main reasons why gaming became as big as it is. And a lot of people won't even recognize or understand that unless they look at the legacy itself of Pac-Man, how important and groundbreaking it was. You figure Pac-Man is one of the most recognized video game characters in history. Recognized by people that don't even play video games. They're like, oh, that's Pac-Man. Little fucking circle with a little piece cut out. Waka waka waka. That's motherfucking Pac-Man right there. Everybody knows that shit. You know, the sound itself is synonymous with gaming. I mean, shit. Pac-Man was a quarter muncher in the arcades, transcended arcades into consoles, from consoles into different subgenres of gaming, you know, breaking out of the basic mold that it had whenever it first started. It transcended that into pop culture, becoming a popular little cartoon series. As a matter of fact, the newer one, Pac-Man and Ghostly Adventures, that came out. I remember watching the older one whenever I was a kid, and then this one, which I've watched with my nephews and my son on Netflix, like, that right there. Also, the games for it are not all that bad. Little spin-off games, just saying, those are actually pretty good. But then, not just that, but you had the ghosts. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. So, all those ghosts, everybody knows who those fucking ghosts are. Chasing your ass around all over the place. One's a fucking idiot, one's really mad at you, one gets really fucking confused. They all have their own AI. And most people don't even know that for the longest time. You're just eating a bunch of pellets and then you get fucking power pellet and you're going after, just fucking their day up, and then they become eyeballs, they float away and shit. It reminds you of like Haunted House from Atari. It's like my favorite game on there. But then, we have something else that's important with it. We have Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man was a spin-off from that, but was even more important in a lot of ways, because then you started getting cutscenes in games. Cutscenes weren't exactly a normal thing back then, but you were getting that with Pac-Man. That's cool as shit. But Miss Pac-Man ended up becoming one of the most important female video game characters ever. Also, as many people know, she swallowed balls until she died, making her arguably one of the best prostitutes the world over. I love that meme, by the way. Ron Burgundy, you fucking devilishly handsome bastard. But Miss Pac-Man is bad as fuck. As a matter of fact, Miss Pac-Man, the game itself, is seriously a lot better than the original Pac-Man. And Miss Pac-Man, I played way more than the original one because that was at a local pizza shop, and so we'd go down there and order pizza, then I'd just stand there and play Miss Pac-Man all the time. I still suck at the game, no matter what. Always going after the ghost and shit, and all of a sudden then I see, oh, strawberry, oh, pretzel, I have to go after it, bonus points, all that crap. My scores always sucked. I'm just not good at the game, but I enjoy playing it. You know, there's Pac-Man Championship Edition, was actually made by the original creator of Pac-Man. Years and years later, I forgot what year, it was like 2006, 2007, some shit like that. But made that, and that one is even better. Like, it's so fucking badass. The Pac-Man World games, the little 3D action-adventure platforming games, I played the fuck out of those, man. Those games were really fucking fun and really good. It was just like, damn, Namco, you're so fucking awesome for making these. Also, I'm a platforming junkie, so that helps. What else? There's the Pac-Man Junior games. There was Pac-Man pinball games. The one that's like an arcade machine and a pinball game built into one. I thought that was cool as fuck. Every time I had seen it, I'm like, that's so neat. It's like, dude, like, you know, jizzing and brains exploding everywhere. The janitor's just like, I'm sick of this shit. Just getting upset and then having to go and mop everything up. But, you know, whatever. Fuck him. But all the stuff. Man, I just, 35 years, I think about that. Like, I've been playing so many Pac-Man games over the years. I still remember when Google had the actual Google logo itself was a Pac-Man game that you could play. And I want them to do that again. By the way, Google, if you ever give a shit or even know who I am, you don't, but, you know, let's just pretend. I want to see that shit come back in the worst possible way because I love that so much. It was an infinite Pac-Man stage, forever and ever. Waka 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 waka, go 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 go. Like, that shit is fucking awesome. And I always assumed that Pac-Man either had an eating disorder or a drug problem, or a combination of the two. You never know. It's just all that shit. Oh man, there's just so many fucking things pertaining to Pac-Man that are really fucking badass. And I love the series, I do. I love the character. I mean, he's in fucking Super Smash Bros. We're gonna be getting the little amiibo soon. And I think that's cool, because it looks awesome. He's all like, fuck yeah, doing that, because, you know, he's Pac-Man. What the fuck are you gonna do to him? But Pac-Man's cool as shit. 35 years is a testament to the legacy of Pac-Man, his staying power overall. You know, if you go to anything that's even somewhat related to Namco and you see Pac-Man, you know, front and center, that right there is the icon of the company, an icon of video games. Miss Pac-Man right up there with two of the most important characters in video games. The little fucking ghost running around, also important. I just like the games. They're arcade classics, platforming classics, cartoon classics, musical classics. You know, they're fucking fun. And that's what's important, ultimately. And if you haven't ever had the opportunity to play a Pac-Man game, there's tons out there. Avoid the 2600 version of it. Dear fucking God, please avoid that. That game is awful. That's also one of the many games that people had said was part of the infamous Crash. So, you know, he also has that bragging right under his belt. If we're gonna go and add things like, here's my legacy. Part of video game Crash of the, oh, fuck me. You know, that E.T. just falling into pits, and then that, both of them had to go into a pit, Sarlacc pit, or whatever. But all this right here is awesome. So play Pac-Man, Pac-Man Adventure Games, the original Pac-Man, Pac-Man Championship Edition. There's tons of them out there. Just look them up, try them out if you don't give a shit about Pac-Man. Thank you for at least watching the video, unless you came across this by accident while you're trying to look up for porn, then I'm sorry, these are not the titties you're looking for. Got a big old fucking Johnson though, if you want to see that doing fucking meat spin and shit. So anyway, always gotta take it to somewhere weird. Fuck it, why not? I was talking about Miss Pac-Man choking on balls. I mean, are you really surprised? It's my fucking channel, Christ. People get surprised about the craziest things. Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on. Waka 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 waka.